What up, though, man? What's going on?
Oh, nothing, man. We here. It's Sunday. I believe this is the last Sunday of the year.
Yes, it is. It's Sunday Fun Day. Sunday Fun Day. It's the last episode of the year. Sunday Fun Day. You know what I'm saying? Last episode of the year. And so let's try something different. Let's do a year in review.
Okay.
You know, I was meaning to do this earlier. I don't even know what happened in January last year. I really don't. Oh, one thing I do know what happened last year. Everybody had New Year's resolution broke them. But I don't even know, man.
That's every year. But I actually got a couple New Year's resolutions, but
What's that?
I think I'm actually aiming to just have a healthier lifestyle. It'll be small steps, but I want to reduce the sugar. My water intake is pretty good, but I'm actually going to actually work on finishing all my. I have like one of them thermal canisters that's about that big. I actually want to work on finishing that every day, like drinking the whole gallon every day. And actually start trying to exercise. I figure in about a year and a half, next time my physical comes up, I want to be down some pounds, seriously. And I'm not even trying to say like I'm about to hit the gym, but I do want to start making the small changes, reducing a lot of the sugar I eat, upping the intake in water, and just also just being a little bit healthier and better. Seriously.
You know what? There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. Yeah, nothing wrong with that. So where you going to start at? Besides the drinking the water part.
I got to stop going to Tim Hortons every day. What? That's why is that so funny? That's actually, let's say I want to say last month. So probably a little bit after Thanksgiving.
Okay.
Let's say my stomach kicked out a lot of stuff. Like it was to a point where what went in definitely didn't stay in. And so, but I felt a lot better after that whole, I guess you could say auto body cleanse, because my body was in control of that. I was not. I was along for the ride.
I respect that.
But I could tell in that, I want to say this went on for about a week and a half. Yeah, I actually felt a little bit better. And I could tell that was probably my body's way of saying, hey, stop. You've kind of been doing me dirty down here, so I got to take over. So that's why I said, hey, I want to take the necessary steps. And one of the things I was doing was stopping at Tim Hortons every day because I'm a truck driver. So I ride out. Right. So I get bored. So, I just have stuff to eat with me and stuff, but I'm pretty sure eating Timbits every day is probably not a good look.
Unless it's those diet Timbits, the sugar-free kind.
We don't do that. We don't do that. I don't do it's crazy because now there is my wife, she tricked some food into me, and I don't know how I feel about that, but there was some vegan things. I think she gave me like a vegan cake, and I can actually say it really wasn't bad. So I'm like, if some of the vegan food that could taste like that, I actually could switch out some things, start by small substitutions like that. All right. So, hey, if they got vegan Timbits that taste just as good as the real Timbits, I'll do it.
I can respect that. You know what I'm saying? The first is Wednesday, and they say the 2nd of January is National Give Up Resolution Day.
Okay.
So I've been going at it. You know what I'm saying, here and there about. Well, I haven't really going at it. Along this journey that I've been on personally.
Right.
So I'm inviting you out Wednesday when I get off work to come hit the gym with me.
I think I might have to start doing that. Seriously.
Bet it has been written and it's said. All right, when I get off work, we gotta do 3 hours.
No, see that I'm not agreeing to.
I'm just saying, man, we gotta get 10,000 steps in. By doing 10,000 steps, we do an hour on a treadmill, right?
Nope. Yeah, I'm telling you, you can't. For me, right? I'm down with exercising for you, but you can't cold shock me into no 3-hour workout. No,
I'm not cold shocky. Cold shocky was you coming into the gym unaware and you just doing 3 hours. I'm informing you days ahead of time, so it's not a cold shock.
No, it's a cold shock, my guy. Even though you are informing me, my body has not experienced no 3-hour workout. Okay, my body has experienced at most maybe a 30-40 minute workout, and that was because we was hitting the mall store to store, all right, and Christmas shopping, so we walked.
That's not a workout. That's torture. I hate shopping.
Hey, look, the steps I got in though,
there's nothing wrong with that.
The step, and that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm down. Look, I'm down for your exercise. I show up. If you're gonna do 3 hours, you're gonna be doing 2.5 by yourself. I'm good for but that's because here's the deal, right? And this is to all my people that are listening to this, who are on the, who want to change. You worked up to that. My buddy Mike over here, he worked up to the 3 hours. For those of us starting off, pick what you can do and run with it. I'm probably good for a good commission of 30 minutes. And who knows, I might even go a little bit longer, because when you have like an exercise buddy, time seems to fly. As they say, time flies when you're having fun. Time flies with more people.
That's so true. So true.
So I'll put it to you like this. I will say I'm down for at least a good 30 minutes of it. You might only have 2 hours by yourself, because I might be like, you know what, Mike? Cool, this is some bullshit. I might fuss and complain the whole thing, and it'd be like, all right, cool, I did it. Let's go round 2. Let's go round 3. And that's actually how you do it, a little bit. The next thing you know, let's say about 2 months down the line, damn, I remember when these 3-hour workouts used to kick my ass. Now it's like, yo, 3 hours, we just talking shit. Yo, yeah, we hit the gym. Ooh. So, but then too, if we do this, me and you gotta get on the schedule, because a lot of times I'm Monday through Friday and I work the evening. So, or evening into the midnight. So,
well, you know what I'm saying? It's since I'm Monday through Friday too. I'm early as hell mornings. So, you know what I'm saying? We can I know Saturday, Sunday it's always grind time for me. You know what I'm saying? I'm up in the gym because it's a church next door. I'm up in the gym like it's religious. You know what I'm saying? So I got to a point so bad that when I go to the gym, I don't even have to show my card no more. They just know me by first name. You know what I'm saying? So
hey, so that's commitment. When they could call you by the first name, and oh yeah, I know him.
That's like,
or every week.
That's like detention in school. I used to be in there like it was nothing. I'm just saying, man, I was a heathen back in the day.
Back in the day, huh?
Yeah, I was a heathen back in the day. I'm a changed man.
Mm-hmm.
I am.
Okay.
I'm about peace, love, and harmony.
As we all should be.
And speaking of 10 bites, ain't you got a Starbucks cup over there, don't you, my brother?
I do, but it's filled with. I promise you, it's just filled with water.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. I got me a bottle right here too. It's filled with vodka.
Yeah.
So I ain't trying to wake up too early tomorrow. So,
Well, I mean, yeah. So I give you that, but no, I actually do. It's funny. I actually do. I think I will actually say my weight comes from the fact that I have bad eating habits. Because believe it or not, I don't really drink that much like acids. I try not to. Mainly because I don't like having all the need some bumps on my face. So I actually don't like acid like that. Like, don't get me wrong, from time to time I have a Coke here or there. We go out to party, sure, but most of the time, yeah, I got that big gallon thing, and I try to drink the water down to flush my system and give my liver, my kidneys some thirst quenching, and I will throw a Powerade in there too, because for the electrolytes and stuff. But yeah, I try not to, unless if I got ice cream, I'm definitely gonna make a float. I ain't gonna lie about that. But even still with that, that's not I promise you, it's not an everyday thing making floats and stuff. Now the Timbits, they were an everyday thing, and I'm actually like trying to cut down on, instead of having one box a day, maybe even one box a week, and call it a day.
I feel you.
So.
You know what? I put myself through so much torture. I really do. I put myself through torture because I go up to the store. Matter of fact, I ain't care. I go to Dollar General, right? Okay. I buy a bunch of snacks, and I sit them in the car. Knowing they so easy access, I do. For real. This is what keeps me motivated. When stuff is you know how they say when things is easy, you don't appreciate it. So I keep all these snacks around me and don't eat none of them because it's so easy to get to.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I torment myself, and I shouldn't torment myself, but yeah, I do. So, I mean, it is what it is.
Well, we know if we ever needed to get state secrets out of you, it's never going to be like, yo, we're going to drop a whole bunch of sweets. Nah, he didn't overcame that. Try again. Which is actually on a real thing, even though like we're talking to Joker, that's half of anything. No. Anything that's done in life is decided by discipline.
Mm-hmm.
Choosing to buy snacks and not eat them shows a form of discipline. All right, because it's like, yo, I bought them, I could smash them, but you're like, you know what? I'm good.
Same thing I think about women. But yeah, though, you know what I'm saying? So since it's just right there, it's like I'm good. I'm good. So. What, man? You all right?
Mm-hmm. I'm fine.
Are you sure? You seem flustered for some reason.
Flustered is far from it. Entertained is more like it, but the far.
Hey, I'm just saying, my life, your entertainment. That's all I'm saying. That's all I do, man. You know what? I'm gonna tell you something. I didn't have me a rough year. I really did. I didn't have me a rough year. I ain't really talk about it. But I had a rough year. You know what? I'm being honest about it. You know what I'm saying? I didn't have like 2 miscarriages this year, and I had 3 abortions. I had me a very interesting year. I really did. Interesting, I say that. Very, very, very much so interesting. So, I think I'm trying to double the numbers next year. You know what I'm saying? I done took care of a lot of financial situations and stuff this year. I didn't, you know what I'm saying? I didn't lost a few pounds. You know what I'm saying? Okay. I'm getting my Justin Timberlake on. I'm bringing sexy back.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I got my ace Boone Coon. She up there. She went shopping for me, right?
Mm-hmm.
I love her to pieces. I do. I really love her to pieces. But she decided to go shopping, right?
Mm-hmm.
She picked out my outfits for me. I'm like, cool. I mean, though I asked for it. I asked.
Mm-hmm.
And she handed me a bill of $1,700. I'm like, what the hell? I'm gonna be looking good next year. I ain't getting all this stuff at one time, but you know what I'm saying. I'm bringing it back. You know what I mean? I'm bringing it back. I'm going back to who I used to be now. You know what I'm saying? The heathen. Yes, the heathen. And you know, before we started the show today, right? I decided I went upstairs working on a new book.
Mm-hmm.
So this is gonna be my second book I'm putting out. I'm finishing up the little tweaks and stuff on it right now. So when I get done with that, I'm gonna have my editor come back through. You know what I'm saying? See if I need to punch up a few things. Then I'm kind of aiming for the end of the first quarter, around the end of March, to have it out. You know what I'm saying? I'm going global now.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm going to I'm taking it to another level. Taking it to a whole nother level.
That you should. Life is about elevation, my guy.
I know, right?
Well, so elevate yourself. There's nothing wrong with that. You know. Hopefully next year, for everybody that had a tough year this year, I hope we all elevate next year. We can get at least 1 to 10 steps closer to the goals that we have set. So, you know.
Yeah, man. I set some tremendous goals this year, and I'm not gonna miss a beat at all. I'm not gonna miss a beat at all this year. I'm pushing it to another level of some stuff where it's unmatched. I am truly going unmatched this time. You know what I'm saying? So it's time to put in some serious work. Serious work.
Most definitely. Most definitely. I know personally for me, I'm aiming to I want to say use myself a little bit more to my fullest potential. I haven't been able to do that, and I probably won't be able to do that as soon as I like to, but I definitely want to do that next year. Career-wise. But even in life though, too. I took some steps, and I guess I look back and I guess my steps were more foundation laying than anything. I thought I was just going to be able to kind of, run, flap my wings, and take flight. It didn't work out like that, but
it ain't never as easy as we hope it to be.
Right, but I still have the foundation laid, so I'm like, all right, we can do this, we can do this, we can do this, we can do this. So
yeah, but go ahead.
I was just saying, come next year, hopefully I'll be able to wrap it and be like, yo, really start and really cut loose. So
yeah, a lot of people don't think that. A lot of people think success is just so fun. I got my partner coming in. Hold on. I got my partner coming in. What's happening, player?
What up, though?
What up, man?
What's up, y'all? How y'all doing?
Man, why you look tired, bro?
Shoot, I'm buzzed up right now. In my room, watching football, just chilling.
Yeah, I feel you.
Hey, did the Lions? Hey, I kind of just woke up. I'm not buzzed. Just I've been off of a food high. Okay.
They play
Hey,
tomorrow.
look, shout out to IHOP, right? I tried their new like blueberry French toast thing. I'm a berry guy. Yo, I liked it, but you mixed all them syrups together. That's food coma. So that's why I had to ask: did the Lions play today, or are they playing today? And if they did they win today?
No, they play tomorrow. They got the Monday night game against San Fran.
Okay, cool. Who played today?
It was a bunch of teams, man. It was the Minnesota Green Bay game was a big deal.
Yeah.
With the Lions in Minnesota, won. So
And
the Lions got to take care of business.
yeah, they got to win the rest of these games, and because it's going to be messed up that the team that wins 14 games can't even win the division though.
That's something else. Ain't that crazy?
Yeah, that has never happened though. It makes no sense at all.
Never.
And the thing about it, it's all about the Lions too anyway, because they got the tiebreaker because they beat Minnesota early in the season. So,
I think one of them AFC teams might knock off Kansas City too.
Okay.
I believe it's going to be Buffalo. To be honest about it, they're going to pop Buffalo, and Buffalo is on fire right now.
Oh yeah. It looked like Joe Barrow's and them making it too. Cincinnati.
Yeah. If they get in there, it's over. I think they're truly going to run the table.
Cincinnati.
Yeah, Cincinnati. It's about time for Cincinnati to do something because Joe he's showing he looking like an MVP, and they ain't even mentioning his name. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, they just did just today though. They had to.
Yeah. Did y'all see your boy Aaron Rodgers though?
He done.
Man, Aaron Rodgers, he one touchdown away from getting 500 touchdowns and got a goose egg put up today. He didn't score not a point. They had
Buffalo
the
ain't got a
backup
great Buffalo ain't got a spectacular defense either. So, he couldn't get nothing. He's done. It's over. He knew what he was doing, or he was just sticking them up for the money, and then hey. I ain't mad at him.
Hey, it's bad that the owner talk about he don't even want him to come back next year either. So you already got your walking papers. He gonna be just like Brett Favre, but too bad he can't play for Minnesota because Minnesota got good quarterbacks now anyway. So I mean, it is what it is.
He ain't got nowhere to go, really. Where you going?
He can be a backup in Jacksonville.
He ain't gonna be no backup. He got too much arrogant. He too arrogant, bro. He ain't gonna be no backup.
If that's the case, the only possible chance is maybe Seattle.
The Seahawks?
Yeah. No, they're not gonna bring him over the brother
Geno
they
Smith?
got.
Yeah, Geno Smith is doing his thing though, but that's the only place I can see him getting a starting job at. He ain't gonna get one in Indianapolis. He's not gonna get one in Carolina. You know what I'm saying? Because they already got their future quarterbacks there right there. So why bring him in? And on top of it, where else he gonna go? He damn sure ain't going to Baltimore.
I don't know where he going. You know where he going?
Home.
Yeah, that's where he going.
He'll go home. You know what? My bad. I'll take that back.
He
Cleveland.
Go to Tampa?
Hell no. Baker Mayfield down there doing his thing.
Yeah.
He having an MVP type season.
Oh yeah. Let me see. Definitely not going to Pittsburgh. That's out. No Eagles. No. Can't definitely not coming here.
No.
Like you say, Minnesota probably not gonna take him.
I don't see where he can go to though. To be honest about it, I have no. Off the top of my head, I don't see no team that would consider bringing him in because he's not bringing no beneficial to nobody nowhere. He can't. Let's go. Lost at LA. No, maybe you know what? Maybe Vegas. Maybe Vegas.
Yeah.
But he can't do nothing in Dallas.
No, they got
They
Prescott, man. They ain't about to.
they paid that man $200+ million. You think they gonna just give that money, tell him to go sit on the bench for that, and he ain't hurt?
No,
Jerry Jones do some stupid stuff, but I don't think he that stupid.
you
You know
know
what I'm saying?
Jerry
So
Jones.
Hey, he can go over. He can go over to the Texans.
no, he can't.
No, he can't go there.
He
Because
can't even go to the Texans because
CJ Stroud,
yeah,
he
no
young, man.
way
He
in
ain't number
hell.
24 years old. He ain't about to take his spot.
Nope.
He said. So what? No, yeah, you said Vegas. The Raiders.
Vegas probably up. Vegas because it's Las Vegas. Aaron Rodgers is a big name still, right?
Yeah,
Still a
and the
big
thing
name.
about it,
He's only
and the
old.
thing, and the thing about it is, he had Adams come from Vegas to go to the Jets. Then if he go to Vegas, that'll be messed up for Dante Adams. You know what I'm saying? It don't even make no sense to even pull some stuff like that. You can't go to San Diego because Jim Harbaugh don't want you there. You can't go to L.A. You damn sure can't go to Denver. You know what I'm saying? Where else you gonna go?
The Cleveland Browns.
That's pretty much the only spot you looking at is Cleveland. Because
No, you know where you can go fishing.
Oh damn! That sound like Sean just said. Put him out the pasture.
hey,
Yeah, go. He done, but
hey, you know what? Matter of fact, he can come be one of the co-hosts on the show though. For real though, he can come here.
Hey, Aaron Rodgers, come on a podcast with us. Back in that
Right.
school.
mm-hmm.
That's about it. You know what I'm saying? I don't see nothing else though. I don't see nothing else he can do. Because it's a done deal. It's pretty much it's a wrap.
Yeah, it's a ball game, baby. It's a ball
How
game.
long has Rodgers been playing in the league?
16 years, something like that.
Oh yeah,
He's been around a long time, man.
Yeah, that's about. Is it the average about 10 to 12? So you know.
Yeah. He did for a quarterback. He did real good.
Quarterbacks can usually get about 15, maybe 20.
Well, I don't know about that one now. Good
Aside
one.
from Brady, so let's remove Brady because Brady thought he was Thanos. He was gonna go for he did get his. I thought he was the Mandarin because I thought he was going for 10 rings, but we know he did get the Infinity Gauntlet with 6 rings. So we know.
Correct yourself, 7.
7. I'm sorry, he got his 7. That's what I said.
7.
I knew he was about to be the Mandarin. I'm like, he about to be the 10 rings. But aside from Brady, right?
Mm-hmm.
Who else was out here leaguing like that? Seriously, like who else was leaguing at 15 plus years?
Matt Stafford.
Stafford?
Stafford.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Stafford been around.
Even Joe Flacco, even though he took a year or so off, you know what I'm saying? Joe Flacco's still around.
Okay.
Geno Smith is still around. Okay. It's a couple backups that's there.
Okay.
But Stafford's still on top of his game, though.
Yeah.
There's the point I'm talking about.
Longevity is still on your game.
Yeah, thank you. That's what I'm trying to get at. It's not so much because you could be a backup 20 years. You're right, but I'm talking about how many people can stay at the number 1 spot, still top performing at the longevity of 15 years. That's why I was saying
Joe Montana.
Very few.
Very few.
Dan Marino.
But who's the Joe and Dan of today?
Shoot.
Besides, I know you said Stafford, so let's move. Who else is okay? So we got one. Who else is doing it?
That's been in the game a long time and on top of his game,
and still performing.
Still perform at a high level.
Yeah.
That's it. Hey.
Yeah, that's pretty much
it's
it.
Just Stafford because Aaron Rodgers ain't getting it done no more, right?
No, he ain't getting it done. Derek Carr ain't getting it done.
Russell Wilson around though. He hanging around.
Russell, you know what?
Russell. I believe we forgot about Russell.
So here's the deal. Let's stick this out. for every generation, there's only two that, maybe three, but two so far that will stand the test of time of being able to be longevity plus still skill, still matched at that level. You know what I'm saying? Yes, we forget about Russell, and it's crazy because Russell does do his thing. He's
Russell
just not.
don't. No, Russell don't. Russell is a game manager, to be completely honest about it. Russell is not that phenomenal player that he think he is. Because think about it, in Seattle when he won a Super Bowl, okay, you had the right players around you. You go to Denver, you don't have nothing around you. What happened? You on the first thing smoking because you're too arrogant. Now you go down to Pittsburgh, you got good things around you. You get hurt. Trust me, Fields came on the field and did his thing.
Oh yeah.
I don't even see how he got put on the bench at all. I don't see it.
Oh, I don't see that either because Fields is bigger, younger, more athletic. He's about 6'5". He run. He got an arm.
So only thing
That's
that's the thing though. Only thing I can see is Fields going to pick up some information from Russell, the little small stuff and whatnot for the next 10 years from that point moving forward. So other than that, that's the only reason why I see Russell starting, so he could teach Fields to take over after he leaves. Because Pittsburgh, they ain't had a quarterback since Big Ben left. Real talk, they ain't had a quarterback.
right.
Says who? Roethlisberger?
Yeah.
Not a good one. Hey y'all, I gotta take care of something. Hey, thanks for tuning me in. I'm gonna give me back in it.
No doubt.
I like this. Y'all
I
take
got
it easy. Yeah, we gotta have some convo here.
Yeah, you know we gonna teabag somebody. So
all right, man. Later, dog.
all right. So yeah, man. Other than that, it's no I don't see no place where he can go. He might as well start putting on his coaching hat and start coaching. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, man. I don't know.
It happens, man.
So I really didn't want to go there today because I was really in the football zone today.
Okay.
But have you seen your boy, man?
Who?
Elon. Musk.
What did Musk do?
Dog, this man is out here acting a fool. He got the whole MAGA people tripping. They create memes. They had this the whole situation about him getting the gangbang with some Indians and stuff. Dog, they had dressed up in a room. You know how them gangbang porns be with the female in the middle and a bunch of guys standing around them. So the lady did that, and she went in on him on Twitter X or whatever it's called. You know what I'm saying? She went in. He was up there talking about people are just trolls. He's like, well, and the lady responded back, well, I guess I won then. And man, he talking about he cutting the funds for because I guess he in the educational department or whatever for when Trump come into office and whatnot. He talking about cutting the education funds out for Americans, but he want to get the highest educated people from other countries and had them work 15, 20 hours a day and pay them pennies on the dollar. Yeah, pennies on the dollar. The jobs where people make $200,000-$300,000 a year, he gonna pay them $40,000-$50,000 and stuff. But one of the ladies from MAGA or whatever, she talking about those supposed to be jobs for Americans and everything like that. I'm like, he don't care. He's not American. My bad. He is American, but he wasn't born here. And that's even Trump. They had a little situation. He was doing a speech, and I don't know what happened because I came in on the tail end of it, and he was talking about Elon is not going to be president. He can never be president, and he thought he was going to get a big applause for that, but he didn't. And he was like, he wasn't even born here, so he can never be president. And the crowd was quiet. So it's the two bosom buddies. They got like some issue going on between each other. And I'm sitting here like, man, y'all, this the bid you made. Lay in it. Enjoy it for the next 2 years. And then he was up there talking about he did all this campaign about lowering food prices. Then he get on the show with I think it was NBC or something, ABC or whatever, and he up there talking about if food prices go up, I can't lower it. And he always come with a story about this lady putting her. She had she was trying to buy 3 apples. She couldn't afford the 3 apples, so she took one of the apples back and put it in the refrigerator. Then if you sit back and think about it, if you ever been to the grocery store, you never seen apples in the refrigerator. So what refrigerator what store he wins at? They got apples in the refrigerator.
I mean, hey, probably one of the new must stores, but I mean, if they go up, he can't lower it, but he is going to try it. I could accept the attempt. He's gonna try. Just saying.
Hey man, I'll just sit. You know what? I used to get upset about all this stuff. It's over with now. The election is done. I'm finna just sit back, grab some popcorn, and enjoy this show. And most of the people that's doing a lot of complaining and stuff is the ones that never went out and vote. So I'm like, don't be mad now. You didn't go vote, so you really don't have an opinion.
You don't have
got to roll with it.
And I used to be one of them people that didn't vote and talk about it. I used to understand all that, man. But like, I admit, like, yo, I voted and I did my thing, and my horse won. Now, whatever comes, be that what it may, good, bad, or indifferent, I will gladly accept the consequences and the rewards of it. So, yeah. So, but that's something I think if everybody, and I still think that there's a lot of conspiracy behind our presidential election selection process, but if we at least can't get out and do the bare minimum, as in picking who we like, then like you say, you have no voice to say this some bull. Did you vote? No, but this some no. I voted, and I knew what I didn't want, and other people who voted like me knew what they didn't want, but it comes to a point where this is actually my first time voting in 18 years. This is my very first time voting.
Jesus Christ.
But I'll say this. I no longer felt that I could trust my fellow man. I couldn't. After the last election, I could not trust my fellow man. I couldn't.
Hey, real quick, anybody that's watching the show, if you want to leave a comment, if it don't show up on screen, we'll gladly read it on the show and ask any questions that you want to ask. So you mean tell me out of 18 years, you haven't voted in none of the elections? So none of the elections in the last 18 years. So like the last election that you voted was pretty much like Clinton.
I haven't voted since I turned 18 because I was like, yeah, they're already. In my opinion, I'm like, we already kind of knew what was going to play out, how it was going to play out, but I'm like, nah, I can't sit back and just roll with it, because I think that's what also happens to a lot of people. A lot of people just expect the next man to do it and then bitch about what happens and how things roll down. Now, have I noticed patterns? Yeah, it's always going to be Republican, Democrat, Democrat, Republican, in a sense where it's going to be when Trump won the first time, right? I knew he was going to win the first time because we already had 8 years of Democrat. We had Obama for 8 years. When he won, everybody was mad. I remember going on Facebook saying, y'all thought it was going to be 12 years of Democrat? No, we're not doing that, right? So I'm like, sure. This time, I'm like, nah, I saw too many, in my opinion, ill-informed people, or I just saw people I didn't trust about to make decisions, and I'm like, At least this time I threw my hat in there and said, at least I did something. So even if he had lost, I said, at least I can say, hey, I tried. And if I had lost, then I had lost. All right, cool, whatever. So, we might probably get another Democrat after this. I still vote the way I vote. And if we do, we do. And if we don't, We don't. But I'm still gonna vote either way, you know. But you know,
You mean to tell me? Okay, let me step back. Let me step back. You do know, in 2 years, the Senate and the Houses, they're going up for a bunch of elections and stuff, right?
yeah, I believe so. Yeah.
So if things don't go well for this man in the next 2 years, it's gonna be really jacked up come election time. And it's gonna get real, real nasty. It's gonna be a blue wave coming in. They said it was gonna be a blue wave this year, but a lot of people were so misinformed on a lot of situations that, you know, the outcome became what the outcome is. And I was watching this, I don't know why I be watching news so much lately. This news program where some people, I think it was in Pennsylvania or something, or Jersey, one or two. They doing all this hooping and hollering, talking about getting rid of Obamacare. Get rid of Obamacare. Right? But then a reporter they was talking to said she wanted to get rid of Affordable Health Care Act. And they was like, no, we don't want to get rid of the Affordable Care Act. We just want to get rid of Obamacare.
That's one and the same.
And that's what the guy said. And they're like, wait a minute, why they call it Obamacare? That's just what it was nicknamed by the Republicans because they didn't like Obama. But then I'm going to lose my health insurance. And that part right there is the most, that's the thing that drives me up the wall. You doing all this jaw jacking and you're not even informed of what you're really talking about. And I'm like, how can you say something and you don't even think about what you're saying? Like me personally, I'm not a fan of the Don. I'm not. But some stuff I agree with him. A lot of stuff I don't. And I wasn't a big fan of I want to pronounce her name correctly. The vice president. I can't even pronounce her name correctly. I'm just gonna be honest. I can't.
Kamala Harris.
Yeah, I wasn't a big fan of her. But to be completely honest about it, she should have never ran. She should have never ran. They should have went through the whole process again and let the people select like they've been doing. They just threw her up there. That's why a lot of people didn't vote for her. And to be completely honest about the whole situation, a lot of people didn't care to have Joe in office. They did it for her to be in office. And a lot of people thought that she was going to die, thought Joe was going to die, so she could become president.
Thank you. Let's talk. Let's finally talk about it. Let's finally
and that's the thing though. That's what everybody was hoping for. No one wanted to say it, but that's what everybody was hoping for.
No. We did say it. We actually did say it.
Well, not around my circle didn't. So that's what I'm saying.
Well, there was people. Look, okay. I remember when Trump was going against Biden. Everybody was saying anything was better than Trump. And I tried to tell people, stop saying that. Because when you say anything, that means a trash bag, a landfill, a turd floating in the toilet would have been better. Stop saying anything was better than Trump. And that was the message that I heard. Anything was better than Trump. Anything was better than Trump. So they all picked, as you said, they all picked Biden. And they picked Biden. We basically picked him on a Deadpool. No, y'all, not the character. A Deadpool is guessing when people are going to die at the end of a year. We picked him on a Deadpool. We picked him figuring that in his 4 years, he was going to die. Your girl Kamala was going to take over. For all the feminists out there, and I want y'all to listen.
I got something on that one too, home. I got something on that one too.
I know, but let me say this.
Go ahead.
All the women who say men don't like seeing women in power. Let me tell you something. Your vice president got in on a woman in power. What happened was you guys just are not God. You guys could not control life or death. Because if you guys could control life or death, you would have voted Biden in, which you did. Then he would have died according to y'all's plans. And then Kamala would have took over. And that was how everybody expected to get the first female president.
And I think Jimmy Carter had said it in one of the speeches. I could have swore he said it. One of the presidents said it. I don't know if it was Carter or somebody else. But go ahead.
Yeah, and I think Carter just passed away today too.
Yeah, he did.
RP, our 39th Jimmy Carter. But yeah, I have to get that off my chest, and I'm glad you said that because that's what it was. Everybody figured that Kamala was going to take it from Biden because Biden was going to kick the bucket. Now Biden didn't kick the bucket, and you threw Kamala up there, and you saw what you were going to get. And even by your admission, you even said, "Hey, she just wasn't a good candidate." And hey, that's fine. But that's the truth of it. And a lot of people don't want to. A lot of people are choking on their own decisions, not only just for this election, but from the past election too. Because you guys, we're gonna have a female president. Yeah, but not the way you guys thought it was gonna happen. You guys might just have to elect her in, not basically have her ride the coattails on somebody's death.
Hold on. Let me get it now. Let me get it. Ride the coattails of a man. Now, for all the feminists out there, even the coworker that's in Texas right now, I'm not gonna call your name out because I got nothing but love for you. Y'all said that it's the black man's fault because we don't like a woman in power. First of all, and listen to me clearly when I say this, when we give y'all power, y'all don't appreciate it. It's too much for y'all to handle. For the simple fact of the matter is this: we let y'all be in control. When y'all be in control, y'all do the stupid. And another thing, me personally, I'm just gonna be honest with you, because when they look here, you give a woman power, she gonna quit after about 2 minutes because it's too much to handle. Because the simple fact of the matter is this: listen up, ladies, listen up, real close, get in, pay attention, because if you get on top, all of a sudden you're tired. That's being in control. I don't give a shit. So to the feminists out there that don't believe a man will listen to a woman, hey, isn't it a woman president of GM? How's GM doing? Isn't it a woman in power else places? How's they doing?
You about to get us canceled, sir.
I don't give a shit. I'm just going to be honest about it. You put a woman in power, guess what's going to happen? Boom, crash. It's over. I'm not saying all. Don't get me wrong. But some of them, a lot of them, want the title of being in control, but don't want the responsibility in control. Because even in the good book, the man is the head of the household. But the woman, these current age women, want to be the head of the house, yet don't want the responsibility of being the head of the house. They want the man to be in control, but they want all the power and say so. They just prefer a man to be silent and do what they told. Now, when it comes down to it, be in control. Matter of fact, here's a little test. Give a woman a car and let her take care of it. Oil ain't gonna get changed. Light bulbs ain't gonna get changed. They're gonna put some blinker fluid in the light.
Shut up, Mike.
I'm just saying they're gonna put some antifreeze in the oil compartment. You know what I'm saying? and I ain't saying it. I am saying it to be funny, but they don't. It's sad. And I raised some girls. I raised my babies. I love them, and I tried to show them as best as I could. But the thing about it is, they mothers got in the way, and that's why they can't change tires. They don't know how. They know how to turn the key and drive, but don't know what the little arrow is next to the gas needle is for. Yeah, they don't know what that little arrow's for. But when you step up and say something, oh, you don't know what you're talking about. Well, you do it then. And you sit back and say nothing. You ain't going to say nothing to help out? For what? You said you got it. So when reality really kick you in the teeth and y'all want to say men don't want to trust women, we do want to trust women. That's the greatest thing in the world, that we can just sit back and say, hey, babe, you got it? Cool. After the stressful day, I can close my eyes, give me 5 minutes of silence. I'm not sleeping. 5 minutes of silence and peace. And hey, I know my baby got it. If I know she got it, she gets the world. Not you demanding the world when you haven't earned the world. And that's the part. You know what I'm saying? I didn't really want to go in this direction. But at the end of the day, it's a lot of people saying they want the world, but ain't willing to put the work in for the world. You're just not. Let's be honest about it. I'm not saying we need to go 50-50 on the bills. I'm not saying that. It'd be cool that, say I'm lacking a little bit this month. You got me. I got it majority of the month next month. Or if you're not working, I take care of it all. But I don't need the argument when I get home talking about you ain't man enough because you ain't paying all the bills, taking me on trips, taking me shopping. Because it's a lot of women that go out here, look at their bank account, say minus $5. Go borrow $20 from that girl so they can go to the club and get their drink on. But us as men, we see a minus $5 in the account. Our whole world is in this box. This whole world is turned upside down. We got to go out there and go get it. Because at the end of the day, we in charge. Y'all depended on us. But when I'm down, and most of the times, a lot of us do get down, but we don't say. We suffer in silence. And when we down, we don't need you to come up to us and kick us while we're down. And I'm not saying it to be sexist. I'm not. I'm saying it from a person that's been broken before. I've been abused emotionally. And that's the simple fact of the matter is this. That's the main reason why we cut our feelings off. You can't get up under our skin no more. You can't move us. How they say, we're stoic now. We come with a blank stare and emotions. The house on fire. Okay, give me some water. I'll put it out. So we ain't got to show no emotions no more, because guess what? When we do show emotions and care, you weak. You're not an alpha. And come from this lady, she said, all these women that want alpha men wants you. They not going to keep you. To be honest, thank you. I got what I needed. I'm on to the next challenge. And to be honest about it, most of y'all ain't even a challenge anymore. What? Don't look at me like that. You know the truth. I'm just here for some fun. Oh, you just gave me the green light to run through you. Thank you. High five it. Here's who's your Uber fare. Because I'm not going out like Puffy. You pay for I give you cash. Pay for your own Uber, because I ain't getting caught up in no trafficking. So at the end of the day, do you, baby? We had fun. You gonna call me tomorrow? No, I'm not. I wasn't trying to do this. Yes, you did. Because let me tell you something. Women got these rules talking about I wait 90 days. Do you? Then you ain't the one for me. Because if I was the one and I gotta wait 90 days, that's bullshit. Because if I was the one you wanted, I wouldn't have to wait. You break all your rules for the one that you want. You make rules for the ones that you have to deal with.
Yeah.
So when you young, you have the pick of the litter. But when you get older, you have to settle. So don't be mad that, okay, we suffering while us men in our 20s and 30s. We ain't got no money. Once we hit 40s, 50s, we on top of the world. Nah, your eggs is shriveling up. And the only reason why we want to get married because we want to have a legacy. We don't want no shriveled up eggs. We want them young, fertile eggs. And you want to know why older men get them younger women? That's why. We want a legacy. And I have no problem getting a legacy and paying child support because guess what? I'm still going to get my child. And you still a young, dumb bitch. You're going to do some dumb shit. And I'm going to end up with my child anyway. So thank you. That's all I needed you for is a living incubator. That's all you, at the end of the day, that's all you're really good for. Thank you kindly. I appreciate it. So, my bad, dog. My bad.
I know
But it's the truth.
You did kind of slide the tangent. We was talking about the presidency.
But it's all about these feminists. I got into it with a feminist today, so I had to undo my zipper on her. So
Okay.
I'm just saying. They talk about men don't want to get women empowered. We would love to have y'all empowered. I would deal with a woman 24/7 a day because I love women. But if she was a mute, it'd be much better because I don't have to hear her mouth. Some of these women can be the most beautiful creatures on the planet. And they can get every fucking thing. I would work 200 hours a week so you can have what you want. But as soon as you open your mouth, I wouldn't even buy you penny candy. So when it hit 10:30, 11 o'clock, you get a text. What you doing? Nothing, I was sleeping. You gonna come by? Yes. That's the only thing that's gonna tell me is I'm the one you want. If I ain't the one you want and I call you at 10, 11 o'clock, you don't answer. It's somebody else's turn. That's your bush. I just want to trim it a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. I'm just being honest, man. I'm just keeping it 100. A lot of people don't know how to keep it 100. And what the fuck is that?
Sorry.
Oh, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't know how to keep it 100, and I keep it 100 all the time. So, you know, the prodigal son has returned. And starting the new year, 2025, it's your man Billy D. Williams up in the building. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to fix this light because I don't like this shine on me. You know what I'm saying? It looks like I got baby oil across my body. Look like I've been at a puffy party or some shit like that. But, you know.
Something we need to know?
I don't do boy pussy. Flat out. I don't do boy pussy. I go to a puffy party. You do whatever you do. Just point me to the trim. Nah, I don't give a shit. I pee on bitches. What? Don't act like I ain't never said I pissed on a girl before, because I have.
Yeah, here you go. As my grandmother used to say, you just had to run out.
I'm kicking the door off the hinges. So, you know, hey, it is what it is, man. It's what it is. I'm just doing me, man. I'm just doing me.
Apparently. Apparently. Yeah, I'll just simply say that sorry. Before we wrap this show, I will say that America as a whole, we're gonna have to start making some better decisions, some tough and better decisions. And I'm not just talking about like presidency here. I'm talking about everything starts on a personal level. Um, you build strong individuals, then them individuals will you can bring them together and that'll make a strong team. Strong teams make strong committees. Strong committees make strong everything else, right? So we have to start being strong individually first, because it doesn't matter who we put in office. If our habits are still the same, it really will never matter. Um, all of us financially are going to probably have to learn a lot of discipline. Hey, starting to you have to start putting off your now desires and start using some now discipline for later desires. A lot of time we've been feeding ourselves our now desires, but when you do that, you're going to suffer later on down the road. We as Americans can fix all of what I feel, all of what's going on if we just, excuse me, we start using discipline, like, earlier in the show. Like, hey, you know what? I want that new car. But you know what? This old one right here is still running and it's still paid off. You know what? The money that I was paying on it, why don't I pay that to myself? Why don't I put that away? All right. Or why don't I take the money I paid off on one bill and put that on another bill? You know what I'm saying? Then you take the money on that bill and split that onto other bills. If we as Americans could do that as a whole, or not, you know what? I won't even say as a whole, but like it would be perfect in a perfect world. It'd be 100% of us that do it. But I would say if 50% of Americans did that, that would change a lot of America's purchasing and buying power. And it would fix a lot of the state that we're in. Because, hey, when you done paid off your car and you own it, that's one less thing. The only thing now you got to do is pay insurance. That's a one less headache. You can put that money on other credit card bills you guys have. Wipe out them credit card bills. You know what I'm saying? Yo, now you could be like, you know what? I done paid off dang near everything. I don't have nothing looming over my head. By the time you done paid off everything, you go look at that new car, you can still get it, but you might look at that as a headache now because it's like, dang, I done paid off all this stuff. If I do this, I'm going to be back down the hole on having to pay a car note, or you stack that money. You know what I'm saying? You just buy a car, boat, whatever. You buy it right out, but then you might find after you done worked for it, you don't want it. So now you can just keep the money.
That's like my truck. I don't even want it no more. To be honest about it.
Yeah, see?
You know what I'm saying? Since I paid it off, I don't want it. Really don't.
Well, or even wanting, like, our truck is paid off. I'll be like, you know what? I do want a new truck, but it's like, you know what? I pay off I work on paying off my Durango. I might keep that for a while before we even invest into a new one. Or if we do, I'm about to be like, yo, I need the car payments to be about $250. All right, like, yo, yeah, I'm gonna need that car note to be extremely lower. And if that means for me for now, taking something that runs, that's reliable and looks okay, not bad, looks okay, so be it. As long as it runs, it gets me from point A to point B, we'll be fine. But that's my take, on America tonight. We just all have to start making better financial decisions, no matter who's in office. That way, when whoever gets in office, when shit hits the fan, guess what? We got a shit ton of toilet paper, folks. There's the shit that hit the fan. We got towels, we got toilet paper. We can wipe it all down to keep it moving.
Why do you need so much toilet paper? If you at home and you on lockdown, you pooping, why you just don't take a poop, hop in the shower? It'd be a lot simpler. But I guess, I'm just saying, it makes a lot more sense.
Because you're gonna get butt rash, okay? Because you get moisture, and that moisture is gonna get into places, and now it's gonna be might be a little.
You hop in the shower and clean it and dry off.
Yeah, but you keep overexposing yourself with what? So you're gonna say
how many times you poop a day though?
Technically, you're supposed to. If you have a good system, you're supposed to technically poop every time you crap. Every time you eat. That's actually what. So actually, you're supposed to at least poop. If you poop once a day, you're fine. But you technically, science says, I don't know how true this is. Science says you're supposed to poop. If your system is really flowing like that, you're supposed to poop every time you eat and digest something. So if you eat 2 times a day, that's 2 showers a day, which ain't no big deal, but I'm good on. I'm cool 1 time a day,
Yeah. You know what? I said some stuff. It may have been a little harsh, but I'm not finna direct this to America. I'm not. I'm finna direct this to black people. Directly. Every woman out there, every black man, every black woman. The black man is not your enemy. We're not. Black man, the black woman is not your enemy. And I don't know why we get into this point where we feel that we're enemies to each other. We're not. There's no me versus you. It's just us. And I say some harsh stuff about women. I do. Because stuff that I've been through. But at the end of the day, I know that any other women I deal with, you're not my enemy. And I'm okay with that. We have rough days, we have good days, we have bad days. So at the end of the day, we should try to build each other up and work as a cohesive unit. If you decide to marry outside of your race, it's your decision. I'm not going to be mad at you. I'm not going to be upset with you. You made that decision. That's your bed to lay in. It's not mine. So the whole situation about Brother Hunter, he's making that decision. If he's happy, I'm happy for him. If it works out, cool. If it don't, he was warned. Like everybody, we're warned about certain situations. It's up to us as individuals to keep moving forward. But I'm not his enemy. I'm not finna yell and be upset about where he want to put his penis. That's his penis. It's not mine. It's his bank account. It ain't mine. I care for him because he's a human. But other than that, I don't care. So we need to get to a point like we're not here to harm you. How we had the show a few weeks back talking about a woman rather be in the woods with a bear than a man. It shouldn't even have that. That shouldn't even be considered in the program at all. We're here to protect and provide for you. A lot of us can't provide the way we're being trained to or assumed to be. We can only provide, we can't do more than what we're capable of, no matter how much. I can't dunk a basketball, no matter how much I want to try. I probably would never be able to dunk a basketball. So you can't be mad at me for not dunking a basketball because I'm not able to dunk a basketball. I'm not going to be able to hit a 500-foot home run. Maybe if I start juicing, I may. But don't expect me to do certain things that I'm not capable of doing. Either you accept me at face value of who I am and I'm trying my best, or you don't. So, ladies, if a man is giving his all and trying his best, and you feel he can do more, assist. That's what a partner is. He don't need you to beat him down. And men, brothers, a woman is not your punching bag. You do not beat down on her. You're wrong. I'm not just talking about physically, I'm talking about verbally, emotionally, too. She is not your property. Even though I used to say women are my property. I said it before. When I realized my error in my ways, I corrected that. I may say I own you, but I'll be joking. Because at the end of the day, you're free to do whatever you want to. Just remember, on both ends, whatever you do, there is consequences. You may not like the consequences, but there's consequences. And oh yes, glorious consequences is coming next year. So be ready. Brother Thomas, any shots out you want to give?
To the wife, first off, shout out to the people that, for all of us who have made it this point through 2024, and hopefully we'll see 2025. To all the people that have had a rough year and they've made it, to all the people that had a good year and made it. For all of us that are living, I give a shout out to y'all. I hope to see everybody succeed in the positive things that they want to do with their life. So yeah, shout out to the, believe it or not, shout out to the human race for surviving and thriving. Now, if we could just kind of get back on track. Two genders.
Like my man, Brother DeWall said, I think that's how he says his name. I ain't finna go back and forth with you niggas. I'm living my best life. I'm just saying. So I ain't got no shots out. I'm just gonna tell it like it is. Because if it's fuck me, then it's fuck you too. And on that note, I'm out.
Peace up, A-Town.
This guy.